Hi, today I'm going to talk about cognitive development theory, and that was by Piaget, and he was a psychologist and an epistemologist, which is he studied the origins and the nature of intelligence. Now, he believed that children learn through having hands-on experiences, and that teachers, they evaluate the progress of the children to make sure that they're staying on task. There are three goals to this theory, and it's first to understand how children acquire knowledge and the abilities to decipher intelligence. The three elements that he uses are schemas, which are building blocks to help organize knowledge. Second is adaptation, which is where it's the process that enables progression from one stage to the next. Assimilation also is using existing information and relating it to a new situation. Accommodation is changing existing knowledge to relate to new information. And then equilibrium is a balance between one's mental knowledge and their environment. Now, the third thing was 4 stages of development. Now, the first one is sensory motor stage, and that's birth to 2 years, and that is really about object permanence, and that's knowing that an object is still there even though it's out of sight. Example of this would be a mother going around the corner to get a baby her bottle, and then the baby still knowing that the mom is there even though she can't see her. The second stage is pre-operational stage, and that's using a word or an image to stand for an item, or like they can start to play pretend in this stage, and their thinking is egocentric. It's all about them. The third stage is concrete operational stage, and that's from 7 to 12, roughly, and that's beginning to have rational thoughts about things that they can work with or they can see. They'll have logic and like sorting objects, inductive reasoning. They can say, or know that if they have a glass of milk and the milk is going to be poured into a larger glass, that it's still the same amount of milk. And then the fourth stage is the formal operational stage, and that's 12 years old to adulthood. And this is thinking rationally about things, but they don't need them to be around to think about them. So you can do, you can take, for example, they could think about success and failure, or love and hate. They also become more compassionate because they're not as egocentric. They can see that what they think and what others think are two different things. Other people are allowed to have their own thoughts. And those are the 4 stages. And that's cognitive development theory.